Thought the Commanders' moves were over? Well, you're mistaken because the Capitol is buzzing with news that could alter the franchise's future. The general manager's office is busier than the Pentagon, and decisions can't wait. We're looking at an explosive situation with a star receiver who might define the offense's future, a forgotten talent by the whole NFL that fell into our lap as a gift, and a rookie running back who could be DC's next sensation. If you're a true Commanders fan, you need to stick around until the end because this news will chart the course for your team. Don't blink because every second counts in this relentless market. The situation with our star receiver has reached a critical point, folks. Terry McLaurin deserves every penny he's about to get, and Adam Peters knows it perfectly well. Do you know why this contract is so urgent? Let me tell you, McLaurin has been the one beacon of hope during this franchise's dark years. While others jumped ship, he stayed firm, producing elite numbers with mediocre quarterbacks year after year. What's changed now? Everything. Absolutely everything. We have an ambitious owner, a brilliant general manager, an experienced coach, and finally, a franchise quarterback with Jaden Daniels. The connection between McLaurin and Daniels was instantaneous since last summer's trainings. The result, McLaurin topped 1,000 yards again and broke the franchise record in receiving touchdowns in a season, earning Pro Bowl honors and second team All-Pro. Now I ask you, can we afford to wait any longer? The answer is a resounding no. McLaurin has 1 year left on his contract, but renewing him now is a smart investment. The receiver market is through the roof, and with each passing day, the price goes up. A new deal could cost Washington around $30 million per year, but doing it now will reduce this season's cap impact and save money in the long run. The most important part, McLaurin wants to stay. He loves the fans and deeply cares about the organization. He's the undisputed leader of the locker room and the perfect example of what we look for in a franchise pillar. Negotiations should be straightforward, and depending on the agreement, McLaurin could end his career as a lifelong Washington legend. Is there anyone more deserving of such distinction? I think not. How is it possible that 32 teams passed on a 5-star receiver with proven production? That's the question keeping me up at night since the Commanders signed Jakori Brooks as an undrafted free agent. We're talking about an extraordinary talent inexplicably ignored by the entire NFL. Brooks' story is fascinating. He started as a 5-star standout in Alabama under Nick Saban. In 2022, he became Bryce Young's trusted receiver. Unfortunately, a series of injuries in 2023 derailed his Alabama career, leading him to transfer to Louisville. And here's where it gets interesting, folks. Once fully recovered at Louisville, Brooks resumed dominating defenders. Each week, he racked up over 1,000 yards and 9 touchdowns, making acrobatic catches against some of his toughest rivals. And you know what? Nobody drafted him. A receiver with 5-star pedigree, proven production, and incredible ball catching. Skills was available to the Commanders as a free agent. Now I ask you, where does Brooks fit into our team? McLaurin and Deebo Samuel are excellent receivers, but both are nearing 30. We need to develop young talent behind them. And I'm not talking about the distant future, but the immediate present. Noah Brown is likely to see a significant number of snaps in one of the outside positions when we run with 3 or more receivers on the field. But let's be honest, Brown is an unimpressive receiving threat with just 2,000 yards in 8 years in the NFL. That depth outside receiver position should be truly available, and that's where Brooks has shined his entire career. He was an extremely efficient threat over 2 yards per route run, spending more than 80% of his snaps outside. Brooks also has about 700 blocking plays, which is really why Noah Brown has remained in the league for so long. Can Brooks become a starter this year? I believe he works hard this summer. There's a real path to becoming the starting outside receiver in 11 formations. 1 RB, 1 Tay, 3 WRS. It might not be the most likely outcome in his first year, but Brooks brings dynamic receiving, skills, blocking ability, and fits perfectly into a specific role that the Commanders could be looking to improve and rejuvenate very soon. When the Commanders selected Jakori Kroski Merritt in the 7th round, many saw him as mere roster filler. Let me tell you, they could be completely wrong. This running back has the potential to make an immediate impact on our team, and ESPN analyst Matt Miller seems to agree, putting him at number 100 on his draft's best values. Why is Kroski Merritt so special? Miller describes him as a player who could step onto the field early as a special teams returner and third down. Running back. The scheme and need in Washington for a threat in passes make this selection truly exciting. But now I ask you, what if his impact goes beyond just a situational role? Both Brian Robinson Jr. and Austin Eckler will enter free agency next season. This means Kroski Merritt has a golden opportunity to secure a starting spot. If he makes a strong impression in his first season with the team, it's true that repetitions can be hard to come by if no injury occurs, but Kroski Merritt could be the potential beneficiary of a vulnerable situation. And considering Eckler's injury history and the workload Robinson has had, it wouldn't be surprising to see our rookie getting significant opportunities sooner rather than later. Kroski Merritt's playing style perfectly complements what we already have. Robinson is pure power, while Eckler is versatility. Kroski Merritt brings a unique mix of both worlds, with enough speed to break long runs and the hands to be a threat in the passing game. Isn't this exactly what Jaden Daniels needs to further expand the attack? Although he was selected in the 7th round, the NFL's history is full of late-round runners who became stars. Just think of Ahmad Bradshaw, Terrell Davis, or even Chris Carson. Kroski Merritt has all the tools to join that distinguished list, and we might be witnessing the birth of the next sensation in the Washington backfield. What do you think about McLaurin's renewal? Do you believe he should get those $30 million per year, or do you consider it's too much for a receiver? Will Jakori Brooks challenge Noah Brown for the 3rd receiver spot, or even compete with Deebo Samuel eventually? What do you think about this signing as an undrafted free agent? And about Kroski Merritt, do you think he has real chances of becoming the starting running back in the near future? Or will he remain a role player for special situations? This is the moment to be part of something special. The Commanders are building something great, and I want you to be part of this family. If you haven't already, subscribe right now so you won't miss any details about your team. Share your thoughts below because your voice is vital to this community. And remember, hail to the Redskins!